Power of historical Ottoman. Over 6 centuries, the most strong and resilient empire in history, the Ottoman Empire had great impact over 3 continents. Rising from a little principality in Anatolia, the Ottomans established a large empire via military conquests, deliberate policy, and financial might. Their creative application of military technology combined with a well-run administrative organization let them rule a vast and varied area. In diplomacy, trade, and cultural patronage as much as in battle, the Ottomans were brilliant. Their contributions to the arts, law, and architecture created a legacy that still shapes the areas they formerly governed. This video explores the several dimensions of Ottoman Empire's strength and emphasizes the main elements defining its supremacy. 1. Strategic conquests and military power. Strategic victories and strong military capability drove the Ottoman Empire to become powerful. Discipline, superior weaponry, and creative tactics were hallmarks of the Ottoman military, especially that of the elite Janissary corps. The Ottomans had a major advantage over their enemies since they were among the first to properly include gunpowder weaponry into their arsenal. Rapid territory expansion made possible by this military might allow the Ottomans to seize important areas of the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. Notable victories, including the takeover of Constantinople in 1453, signaled the end of the Byzantine Empire and made the Ottomans a major player in the Eastern Mediterranean. The geographic location of the empire at the junction of Europe and Asia helped it to dominate a large area and control important trade routes. 2. Governance and administrative efficiency. The effectiveness and flexible administrative organization of the Ottoman Empire also helped to explain its success. The Ottomans instituted a centralized administration that enabled efficient government over a large and varied empire. Provinces made up the empire, each run under a provincial governor beylerbey in charge of upholding lawfulness, tax collecting, and sultan rule implementation. The millet system was another tool the Ottomans used to let many religious and ethnic groups rule themselves under their own laws and customs while still paying allegiance to the sultan. By allowing the several populations under Ottoman control, this system fostered cohesiveness and stability inside the empire. Furthermore, the legal system of the empire, based on Islamic law, Sharia, and enhanced by sultans' decrees, offers a clear and consistent foundation for government. 3. Economic power and trade networks. Major economically powerful, the Ottoman Empire was well located at the junction of Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Ottomans could control and profit from important commercial routes, including the Silk Road and important maritime crossings, thanks to this ideal site. The riches of the empire came from taxes, trade, and agriculture, all taken together. Ottoman markets were hubs of trade, drawing traders from all around to towns including Baghdad, Cairo, and Istanbul. Highly sought for in European marketplaces, the Ottomans were known for their commerce in textiles, spices, and luxury items, as well as for their manufacturing. In order to support its military and administrative machinery, the empire also instituted a strong taxing system guaranteeing a consistent flow of income. Maintaining internal stability helped the Ottoman economy to be even stronger since it promoted trade and industry over its huge areas. 4. Cultural and religious influence. Rich cultural legacy and impact of the Ottoman Empire resulted from its melting pot of civilizations, religions, and nationalities. The Ottomans, a mainly Muslim empire, supported Islamic art, architecture, and academics. Istanbul, the capital of the empire, developed into a hub of Islamic culture known for its great palaces and busy bazaars, as well as for its outstanding mosques like the Blue Mosque and the Hagia Sophia. The Ottomans also welcomed and included the creative traditions of the several peoples living under their rule, therefore creating a special blending of Islamic, Byzantine, Persian, and Arab inspirations. The Ottomans were also renowned for their openness toward religious minorities, including Christians and Jews, who were given certain rights and led to follow their beliefs. Because it promoted inclusion among its varied population, this religious tolerance helped the empire to be stable and coherent. 5. Architectural and engineering accomplishments. With many of its buildings still surviving today as monuments of Ottoman strength and magnificence, the empire left a legacy in the realm of architecture and engineering. Grandeur, symmetry, and a utilization of domes, arches, and complex tilework defined Ottoman architecture. The mosques, palaces, and public structures of the empire most clearly show its architectural prowess. Many of these were created by the outstanding Ottoman architect Mimar Sinan. Masterworks of Ottoman architecture and engineering, Sinan's creations including the Suleymaniye Mosque in Istanbul and the Suleymaniye Mosque in Edirne, showcase the empire's capacity to combine aesthetic beauty with utility. Building bridges, aqueducts, and highways allowing trade and communication across the empire, the Ottomans also excelled in urban planning and infrastructure development. Apart from their pragmatic uses, these architectural and technical successes strengthened the empire's reputation as a strong and cultured society. 6. Diplomatic strategy and alliances. The diplomatic approach and capacity to create strategic alliances of the Ottoman Empire also reflected its might. Often playing opposing nations against each other to keep their influence, the Ottomans were skilled in negotiating the convoluted network of European and Middle Eastern affairs. Professional corps of diplomats and envoys representing Ottoman interests at foreign courts supported the diplomatic initiatives of the empire. When it suited their interests, the Ottomans also formed alliances with European countries, for instance, their alliance with France against the Habsburgs in the 16th century. By use of these agreements, the Ottomans were able to balance the might of other empires and spread their influence into Europe. To guarantee the stability and security of their frontiers, the Ottomans also managed relations with their neighbors, including the Mamluk Sultanate in Egypt and the Safavid Empire in Persia, by diplomatic means. 7. Legal system and rule of law. A pillar of Ottoman Empire government and authority was its legal system. Combining Islamic law, Sharia, with Sultan's decrees, Kanun, the legal system of the empire was based on, while Kanun let the Sultan to create laws and rules addressing the pragmatic needs of running a large and varied empire, Sharia gave the moral and religious basis for the legal system. From local conflicts to issues of state, the Ottoman legal system was extremely orderly, with courts set at several tiers to address all kinds of situations. Appointed to administer justice in line with both Sharia and Kanun, judges, cadis, guaranteed consistent application of the law over the empire. Maintaining stability and order inside the empire was mostly dependent on the legal system, since it offered a clear and consistent framework for settling conflicts and imposing sultanal authority. 8. Scientific and cultural contributions. A hub of scientific and cultural success, the Ottoman Empire helped to expand knowledge in many spheres. Building on the knowledge of past Islamic and Byzantine civilizations, Ottoman intellectuals made major contributions to geography, mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. Scholars and scientists performed study and shared ideas in many of the colleges, libraries, and observatories scattered across Istanbul, the capital of the empire. The Ottomans also supported calligraphy, poetry, music, and little painting, among other arts. Ottoman culture was distinguished by a synthesis of elements from the several areas under its jurisdiction, hence generating a rich and varied creative legacy. The contributions of the empire to science and culture had a long-lasting effect that shaped knowledge growth in Europe and the Islamic world. 9. Maritime power and naval dominance. Key to the Ottoman Empire's power and impact were its naval prowess and control of important marine routes. With a strong fleet established by the Ottomans, they could project their might throughout the Indian Ocean, the Red Sea, and the Mediterranean. Battles like the Battle of Lepanto in 1571, where the Ottoman fleet, despite suffering a major loss, stayed a powerful force in the Mediterranean, proved the empire's naval might. Using their navy, the Ottomans safeguarded their trade routes, increased their authority, and challenged European nations as Spain and Portugal. By controlling important maritime choke points as the Dardanelles and the Bosporus, the empire was able to control trade between Europe and Asia, and hence affect the Mediterranean and Black Sea areas. Securing its supremacy over the shores of the empire, the Ottoman fleet also played a vital part in its spread into North Africa and the Middle East. 10. Surviving legacy and influence. Long after the Ottoman Empire fell and finally disintegrated in the early 20th century, its legacy is still felt in the contemporary society. Many Middle Eastern, North African, and Balkan nations' cultural, legal, and political customs clearly show the impact of the empire. The architecture, language, and cooking customs of these areas also mirror Ottoman legacy. Emerging from the ruins of the Ottoman Empire, the contemporary Republic of Turkey is nevertheless shaped in its politics, culture, and identity by its Ottoman legacy. While its influence on geopolitics of the Middle East and Europe is still under research and analysis by historians and academics, the contributions of the Ottoman Empire to art, science, and architecture have left a lasting legacy on world history. The Ottoman Empire's continuing legacy reminds us of its might, impact, and importance in world history. Conclusion. The Ottoman Empire's power was a complex and multifaceted phenomenon built on military prowess, strategic governance, economic strength, and cultural influence. Its ability to adapt and innovate allowed it to maintain dominance across a vast and diverse territory for over 6 centuries. The empire's contributions to architecture, law, and the arts have left an indelible mark on the regions it once ruled, and its legacy continues to influence modern societies in the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. The story of the Ottoman Empire is not just a tale of conquest and expansion, but also one of cultural fusion, innovation, and enduring impact. As we reflect on the empire's history, we gain valuable insights into the nature of power and its lasting influence on the world. Let us know in the comments what you think about the power of historical Ottoman, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.